Hello everybody, how are you? So this video is going to be another did they sleep with that person, because I really enjoyed doing the other video, the previous video, and I just feel like you need more choices, more than 3 choices. I feel like you need 6 choices. Okay, so it's about that person that you wondered if they got together with, or that person you wondered if they cheated on you with, or that person, did they get together after you split up? Or it could be like, did they have sex with someone? You know, did they go out one night and have sex with someone? So even if you don't know them, you can sort of ask the question and then pick a card, especially, you know, like maybe over sort of Christmas or New Year or holidays, or if they came in late or stuff like that. So you can ask that question here. So it's pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Okay, so let's go to pile 1. So I have pre-selected the cards. I never see the cards before I do them. But it's just that I don't want to waste time shuffling on camera, and I would prefer to obviously tell you more about the cards. Oh, okay. So just want to quickly tell you that my Etsy offer is still on. It's £25 for a full reading. You get a really in-depth reading. I've still got my £45 one on at full price. You get a really, really, really in-depth reading with that. Can't help myself. So you can go onto Etsy and check out different prices and what's available. There are ones at £15, for example, and you can pay by PayPal if you want. And thank you to everyone that's booked a reading. I absolutely love doing your readings. So let's have a look. Did they sleep with that person? So what I'm seeing here is that your special person was looking outside of your connection at a third party situation. All right, so here they are looking at a third party situation with maybe some regrets, you know, like not feeling that great about it. And I can see that they're holding back here with the Temperance, and they've got a lot of indecision with the Two of Swords. But I feel like they're almost turning their back on this is about not giving away to temptation and keeping things balanced. And I feel like they kind of turned their back on that and then looked towards the third party situation. Now, very interesting up here, we've got the Eight of Swords, which for me is a woman who is unavailable, and down here we've got the naked body, which is a female who is available. So I feel like this person is thinking about who are they choosing. So maybe they were in a connection with you and they're thinking about and feeling that you're not available to them sexually in some way. I have to say to some of you, did you let yourself go a bit? You know, were you still doing your hair? Were you still wearing your best clothes? Were you still shaving your legs? For men, were you still waxing? You know, were you still, you know, thinking about your hairstyles and stuff like that? You know, did you let yourself go a bit? So this person has got is top and bottom of 2 different types of female. This female is open, responsive, naked, and there's romantic feelings here. There's some sort of conflict here. So that might give you a time indication of when maybe they went with this other person. But you know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling that I'm not sure that they had sex with this person. I feel like maybe they saw them naked and there was a lot of romantic, intimate touching. I know that's hard. That's what I'm feeling. A lot of romantic, intimate touching, not necessarily sex. Let me just see. Let me just check on the sex. Let me just check on the sex. It's not showing me sex. It's showing me romance and it's showing me nakedness. So that nakedness could be that they actually were naked together. Could be photographs, you know, that sort of thing. Could be partial nudity. that sort of thing. But there's such a contrast between these two women, such a contrast. You know, one's sort of, I feel like one's come out of the shower and the hair is done and the body is ready and all that sort of thing. And then this other woman here hasn't washed her hair for a week, you know, not really worried about her clothes anymore and doesn't want to look at the situation. That's what I'm feeling here. So did they actually have sex? Let's have a look, see what the cards say. Did they actually have sex? I know it's hard, guys, but you know, sometimes we just want these answers, don't we? Ooh, got lots of cards here. Let's have a look, you're still with me, yeah? So, it's not telling me that they've had sex, all right? What it's telling me is that for some of you, this person who you think about could be someone that had a connection with before. They definitely got romantic feelings and they definitely had a feeling of loss with this person. It's funny, it's come up twice. There's definitely a feeling of loss where this other person's concerned. There is romance here, I'm sorry to say, because we've got the shooting star. So it's definitely they did think this other person was very, very special. Really, really special. But I feel like this person here, this other person was hidden in their life. All right, so we've got the King of Pentacles here. So he's sort of standing sort of alone, okay, and this is like the hidden mistress. Okay, that's a couple. All right, that's a couple and that's a hidden mistress there. Yeah, so he kept her quiet. All right, and you might just got a whiff of that. But the funny thing is, a mistress would sort of say they did have sex, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. It's someone hidden in the background, but I'm not seeing sex. So I'll just ask again for you, because we've got a bit of time. Sex. I'm actually saying it in my head. Sex. Let's see. So it looks like there's no sex. So what sort of level of intimacy was going on? Let's just see if we can find out what sort of level of intimacy, what was going on here. Okay. What sort of intimacy was going on here? Oh, we did get the sex come out. Okay, gosh, that took a while. And I'll tell you why that can happen. Sometimes the energy is so hidden, all right? It's almost like the cards are telling you that you've really got to dig and you've got to dig and you've got to dig. Right, there was a lot of... So they did have sex, guys. All right, they did have sex. They had secret sex. They were complicit in this. They maybe knew they were doing a third-party situation, both of them. And this woman was quite a permanent fixture in your special person's life, where he felt very happy, I'm afraid to say, with her. And she was, with this tree, I think he was very wrapped up with her in a big way, in a big way. I'm not saying that he's in love with her. Okay, there doesn't seem to be love here, but there does seem to be a lot of satisfaction and a lot of, you know, feeling really good about themselves and all this sort of thing when they're with this person. So there's a lot going on. I feel like this person was very, very well hidden, all right? And to the point where the cards are saying, look, you've got to really dig here before I'm going to give you the answer that, oh yes, they had sex. Oh yes, they had sex and they were both in agreement with this and they both knew exactly what they were doing. So I'm sorry, you know, if that is triggering for you, but I mean, obviously sometimes we just want to know the answers, don't we? How much time do I have? Do you know what? Shall I just see what happened after? What's the outcome of this? Yeah. This looks like quite a long term, this person was quite a feature in their life, quite a long term thing. That's what it feels like. Oh, the outcome, they split up. Okay, that was the outcome. They split up. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it there. Do leave a comment. I know this is kind of like a really juicy subject and might hurt, but it might clarify for you as well. Okay, ciao from Italy. Ciao. Hello everybody, how are you? So this is for everyone that picked pile 2. And this is, did they sleep with that person? Okay, you might have seen someone hanging around, maybe before you got together, when you were together, or after you split up, okay? And also, you can ask the question, did they sleep with that person? You know, maybe they came in late or they went away for the weekend or whatever. So you can ask that question with that, you know, and did they sleep with somebody while they were away? It's still the same. So I've already pre-selected the cards. I haven't seen them. I never do see them. Okay, and it's just to avoid shuffling on camera. So let's have a look. Just to let you know, I've still got my Etsy offer on. I'm going to keep it up because obviously we're in difficult times with COVID. So it's £25 instead of £45, but you get a really in-depth reading at £25. And if you go for the full reading, you get a really in-depth reading. I think anyone who's had a reading with me will tell you I really, you know, I'm like a detective when I do the tarot cards. So let's have a look and see if they slept with that person. Let me just take a few moments. Okay, so this is really interesting, guys. So I can't see at the moment that they slept with this person, but I can see that they were in love with this person. All right, so it might mean that they're in love with them, as in to the point where they haven't consummated anything, or they were in love with them, you know, maybe they're from the past or something like that, and they're in love with them, but on this time around, the time that you're thinking, they haven't slept with them. But this has come up twice. This was in the first video I did, that your special person's in love with this person that you're thinking about. They've literally opened up all their sails and they're speeding towards this connection with this other person. All right, and as they go towards them, they're really feeling like life is going to be really good. But what I find quite interesting, this has happened twice. This person that you're thinking about is waiting on them. There's a distance, there's time between them. So she feels like, where is he? Or, yeah, she feels, where is he? Or where is she? You know, and she's waiting on the person. And it's funny because the ship is kind of going to hers, but it's kind of going away as well. So I see that your special person could have left her. Okay, and she's literally watching the ship move away from the window. But at the same time, I can see that when he comes back, you know, she's waiting at the window for him and he knows that she's waiting. There was something very magical between them, I'm sorry to say. Very magical. Just really incredible magical moments because they were in love. This is a love story. This is what movies are made out of. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's what it looks like. There's incredibly deep secrets. Well, I've said deep secrets, so let's stay with it. Deep secrets, deep emotions with this person. You know, amazing, like waves crashing, you know, and just having to surrender to the moment. But something happened here, and there was a real final death of this connection. Tell me about the death of this connection. Tell me about the death of this connection. Tell me more about the death of this connection. Let's have a look. Tell me about the death of this connection. Why did it die? Oof, there was some, more loss. This, whatever's happened between them, okay, is such a massive loss in your special person's, or indeed the woman's life, right? A huge sense of loss. They were definitely in love and something went terribly wrong. Now, what I've got here is the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Let me just take a few moments. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that this is literally in between them. The funny thing is, when I'm saying that they didn't have sex, I feel like they were a couple at one point, okay? But the occasion that you're thinking about that they may not have had sex, because this to me looks like a couple. This looks like a man that's all in with this woman, and this woman, she could have been married or could have had a family or something like that, or there's something about her domestic setup where they couldn't come together. That's what I'm feeling. And definitely here, there was something that was separating them. It's kind of weird, right? I'm getting weirded out in a nice way. See the King of Cups, he's kind of like the maritime sort of image. And then here we've got that maritime. It's like literally the merman isn't on the ship going towards her. It's really weird. It could be, I don't know, I just don't know. It is someone, was this woman living abroad, or, you know, from different countries, or there was a lot of travel involved? Was it some work related or something like that to do with shipping or something like that? I just really, really see this very, very strong. There's a lot of water here. So the person that you're thinking about, according to the cards, is that they had a very committed relationship. Now it's funny, I'm just being told by my guides here, which is quite weird. Oh, just checking the time here. I've just been told by my guides here, they kind of said, oh, but what about if the person's asking about somebody in the nightclub? You know, some flirty girl in the nightclub or some flirty guy in the nightclub. I can't say. All I can say, this is the energy between them. Okay, they have this energy between them, like they're in some romantic love story of someone that's got to go away and someone waiting on somebody and just being deeply in love, and someone's left someone and it's all ended really sadly. But I just feel like it's ended because of external circumstances, like job or family commitments, or maybe she's got young children, or maybe she's already married, or maybe they were a couple and they split up. I'm just really, really getting that energy. I mean, I don't want to sort of do a cop out and sort of say like, okay, maybe it was someone in the nightclub or something like that, and then this is something that's going to emerge in the future for them, that they're going to have this sort of romantic love story going on. But that's what I see, guys. I can't read it any other way. I see a romantic love story here. So if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate, and maybe go and pick another card. But I see that these two were a couple at some point. In some way, shape or form, these two were a couple at some point. So, and this ending, very, very sad, painful ending. Deep sense of loss here. Deep sense of loss. Not what I expected on this reading. Yeah, I didn't expect these love stories to emerge. So look, I'm going to leave it there. Please leave a comment if this really resonates with you. Be really, really, really interested. Because I was more thinking I was going to do sort of hook up, did they sleep with somebody? And we're getting much more developed stories. Thank you so much. I hope that either healed you or, you know, gave you the answers, and if you found it triggering, that maybe just released some sadness. Okay, thank you so much, and it's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao. Hello everybody, this is for everyone that picked pile 3, and the reason you're not seeing anything is because the card has disappeared, which is really, really weird. So it's the Ace of Swords in reverse, okay? So, which is a very interesting card because it means no communication or lies or blocks to communication. So let's have a look. Let's hope the card turns up. So let's just put these cards out. Oh my God, this is very dramatic. And see if they slept with the person that you're thinking about. And also just want to say that I have my Etsy offer still on. It's £25 for full reading. or £45 for a really, really, really full reading. You can pay on Etsy or you can go via PayPal. So it's really weird how that Ace of Swords has disappeared. Oh, here it is. There you go. Look for it about 20 times there. All right, so did this person have sex with the person that you're thinking about? The answer is yes. Sorry to say with this one. So what it looks like from these cards is that your person here is in the King of Wands energy, which is someone who is a master of seduction, let's just say, master of seduction. Okay, and they went for this person for an anonymous hookup, a non-emotional hookup. Nothing more, nothing less, just sex. I don't know why, but there's a suggestion here that it was a really dramatic ending. There's a unnecessarily cruelty when this happened, okay, towards the woman from your special person. Maybe they just dumped their ass, okay? And this is such a high sexual energy. Okay, such a high sexual energy. Sorry, because I'm saying towards women, switch up the gender. It was an unemotional sexual hookup, and there was a lot of cruelty towards the person that they had sex with. Like I said, maybe they just dumped their ass afterwards. Okay, and there's a lot of high sexual energy. I mean, we've got the third party situation, and we've got the Ace of Wands. I mean, it looks like a penis, doesn't it? I mean, my God. And this is really, really powerful here. And it's all just about sex and having success and then moving on swiftly with the Chariot. It was an absolute just a hookup. And here we've got sort of quite a few people in the mix here. Very unpleasant energy. It's sort of play fighting, but it could be mind games. You know, sort of mind games, causing confusion, you know, letting one person down, moving on to the next person, that sort of energy from your special person, if that makes sense. Okay, so there was a very abrupt dumping here, very abrupt dumping going on here. So just tell me a little bit more about what's going on. This is more the sort of reading I was expecting, because I've had a lot of romantic stories come out about who they've been sleeping with. So let's have a look. So let's tell me a little bit more about this bottom row. It's very interesting. It's almost like this bottom row is what they did. Anonymous hookup, dumped, and just still very high sex, just thinking between their legs, basically. All right, and then this row is more about how they approached it. Get out of there quick, master of seduction, and just smoke and mirrors going on. So tell me more about this bottom row that's going on. Let's have a look. What's this bottom row? Tell me more about this bottom row, please. Okay, oh, got a lot going on here. Funny, I don't feel these are the cards. I don't feel these are the cards. Right, just bear with me. I don't know why. I think my mind just skipped. So tell me more about this bottom row, please. Tell me more about this bottom row, please. Tell me more about this bottom row, please. Yeah, okay. That feels more like it. All right. So we've got like high sexual energy. I've already said there's a lot of high sexual energy where this person sort of goes in for bliss and satisfaction. We've got the King of Cups. So I do feel like this person goes in with a sort of a belief they're falling in love. All right, I feel like it's kind of like that. Wow, sort of like amazing sort of thing. That sort of energy, and then it's like all over, and finished and done with. Now, normally Two of Cups, the feeling of loss. I don't think this is your person that feels that. I feel like he makes whoever he's with feels like that. It feels like a in and out type thing. All right. I don't feel like your person. And the love cards, I'm surprised we haven't seen the devil come out. The love cards don't always mean love. This can mean, that's it, excess. The nine of cups can be gluttony, and you could sort of see that as a sexual energy, and overindulgence. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. With this person, we've got a few minutes. Shall we go a little bit further? So how does she feel about this, or how did the person they slept with feel about this, he or she? Doesn't matter. How did they feel about this encounter with your special person? How did they feel about this encounter with your special person? Oh, it's not easy, is it? Sort of having these questions answered. How did they feel about the person you slept with? How did they feel about your special person? About this encounter with them? Imagine if you had Jury by tarot card. Oh, okay. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. We've got, I didn't see that card. Right. Oh my God, it wasn't good. All right. I'm not talking about the sex, I'm talking about how they felt overall. They felt that this encounter was blocked off afterwards. They felt like your person had no emotions towards them, and they felt that, or they became extremely bitter, right? Really, there might have been some messaging actually about the situation. I think they knew that they were attractive, and they knew that he was attracted to them, but they became like the old hag, really embittered about this situation. So let's have a look. Really embittered about the situation. Yeah, and upset as well. Upset. I think they liked your special person and they were upset. Shall we have a little look about the sex life? How was the actual sex? How would he rate the actual sex? How would he rate it? Oh, I'm scared. I was going to say compared to you. The actual sex, not the person, the actual sexual act. Why do I ask these questions? Oh my goodness. How do they rate it? I don't want a 10 to come out. Oh. Wasn't expecting that. They just feel they don't have a real comment on the sex. It wasn't on their list, as it were. They just feel that they got this person to wait for them or to chase them. Okay, I feel like they abandoned this person, and really all they're interested in is women or people, that want them. They like to, I don't know what you call it, they like to bed people and then dump them, and then they like that person waiting on them. So they don't have a sort of a measure, it's not in their memory sort of thing of how good it was or anything like that. They just, this person is just another person waiting for them, hoping for, you know, some emotion, some affection, something like that. I feel like there was a little bit of messaging going on. I think, oh, I've only got a few seconds. Was there messaging going on? With the old hag, I think there was some nasty messaging from the other person that got dumped. Yeah. There was some messaging about the situation, not happy at all. They feel used and abused. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you got what you needed from that. Thank you. Take care and ciao from Italy. Ciao.